Sup gamers, and welcome back to my new Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles. It's silver. This is the definitive edition of a classic 2010 JRPG that never made it here in America. And yeah, that's kind of a trend of mine, is that I'm a fan of a lot of game franchises that, especially JRPG ones, that kind of have issues coming out in America. Yeah, Final Fantasy being among them. Classic Final Fantasy, at least. Earthbound and games before it. This game stands out as one of my immediate favorites and one of my go-tos since the very beginning of the channel to actually cover. And I'm so happy I am finally here. Let's begin a new game.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon. Retreat! Retreat! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Mecon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Young man, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two. We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving.
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching.
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah. Ha. What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
So, we're getting betrayed. And now we get to learn how to fight. Press L to target a monster, L or R. And we can target the enemy to display the battle palette. All we gotta do from here is just press A and we will begin. The first thing to immediately note is that our attacks go off on a timer. These auto attacks are basic tried and true damage. As we can see, they aren't really doing much. Now, we have a new mechanic. We have our arts. We can select these using the D-pad and pressing A. We have two different arts. The first one that I'm going to go ahead and show off is Monado Buster, an AoE attack that does increase damage against Mechon. As you just saw, we just kind of destroyed, yeah, kind of two of them right there. And without all the way, I would, you know, be remiss to mention, you know, how cool everyone else here is between, you know, Dixon with his gunblade type weapon and, you know, Mumcar with the claws. But, you know, you can't beat Dunban. A lightsaber-styled sword. Come on, man. Anyway, Monado Enchant will allow everyone to deal with the Mechon normally. As you just saw, we just destroyed all of those Mechon just effortlessly right there. And here we go, the big guy. Mechon M82, level 28. Yeah, we're fighting a level 28 enemy right off the bat. Anyway, Monado Enchant's up. As you probably already saw, Monado Enchant will only fill up the timer by half, whereas Buster uses all of it. Really good to know that.
You gotta be kidding.
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dixon, Mumcar, let's do this.
Going down that easily.
Dunban, you alright? What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Mumcar, what are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mumcar, you dirty.
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dunban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dunban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine. Oh no, please. No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off? You are sorely mistaken.
A Mechon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shulk! Rhine! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
Alright, achievement first steps, and we get a colony Crabble. Wow, great job, me. When the HP gauge is depleted, the character will be incapacitated. It's almost as if we never played an RPG before. Select an art with the D-pad and press A to confirm. Alright, so... arts now work a little bit different. Now, you can't use the same art repeatedly. Now they just act on a timer. They will just naturally come back, you know, on their own. On a timer. So, talent arts is a new thing that we get via damage, the same way that we got Dunban's Monado arts. These simply allow us to use greater moves. These do big damage. Defeated enemies will drop treasure chests. They will drop loot, and we get to, well, raid their loot. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on, and we can't do this. The green ring stops you from escaping. We have to defeat the monster to make the ring disappear. Well, that's just wonderful. What do we have here? A common caterpillar. Well, that's just nice now, ain't it? Let's go ahead and initiate a battle with it. It's level 1, so it can't be that bad. Beware of aggro during battle. Yes! Every hit that you deal on an enemy will generate aggro. You can tell that you have aggro by the aggro ring. This is going to make arts like backslash here a lot more powerful if Shulk does not have the aggro, because now how the enemy that does... that was bad. I'll describe it later.
That was a close one. Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony is going to be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
Follow the dotted path to advance with the story. And you can check story memos at any time, and you can just constantly use the stick to, you know, move your camera around. So, you notice that I just skipped a tutorial. That means you probably can't go back and review the tutorials, right? Whatever will you do? Guess what? You get a tutorial section right here. Such as, basic actions for Shulk. Yeah, you can review tutorials at any point. I'm probably not going to do this much further, just because there are, you know, other things. There's a lot in this game to, you know, uncover. And I want to go over as much as I can without really, well, going into other things. So first and foremost, we have this little button right here. I can either initiate a battle with it like normal, or I can come right behind it where my backslash icon is highlighted, which will indicate that I will get my bonus effects. Get that, and I get the achievement Backstabber. And we get level ups for that. So, as I was saying earlier, aggro is really important during battles, because some arts, like Shulk's backslash, are outright essential because of their bonus effects. In the case of backslash, it's kind of self-explanatory. Hit it from the back and it does more damage, as I'm going to showcase once again. Also, if you're interested in knowing the bonus effects, only in Definitive Edition will you see a blue exclamation point show up when you are, well, within range of getting the bonus effect. If you're playing the original Wii version or the Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS version, yeah, you don't get that. Good luck. But yeah, you can see that we're just doing tons and tons of damage on this poor Bunnet with our art. And anyway, we just got to see something different. So, Shulk's Turn Strike inflicted a new status called Break. Break on its own doesn't exactly do anything, but it is the gateway for another status that Ryan inflicted called Topple. Topple will force the enemy onto the ground where it is completely defenseless, cannot do anything. And that's pretty much all we can really do much right now. We got our chest, and here we have a glowing object. Glowy is second only to shiny. Let's pick it up. Here we have the Collectopedia. The latest additions to your collection can be registered in the Collectopedia. We are getting every collectible in this game. Knowing me, that was, well, probably guaranteed to happen, but, you know, just had to point it out there. There is a lot of collectibles in this game. There are a lot of collectibles in this game. Great correction, great grammar, me. Anyway, you're down. Both Shulk and Ryan learned a new art, so I want to go ahead and show those off real quick. Slit Edge. Attack from the side to inflict physical defense down. Yes. Shulk can inflict certain statuses on enemies that will make it actually easier to defeat them. Slit Edge, lowering the defense. And because we are both, well, physical attackers, this is a huge art to have in our repertoire. Because this is going to make things like backslash do a hell of a lot more damage. Unfortunately, Shulk got the aggro because of it, but it doesn't matter because you're close to dead. Bye-bye. So yeah, this world is massive. Not only are we going to be, you know, collecting every Collectopedia item in this game, look at this. Look at that over there. All these mountains, these landmarks right here. If you can see it, 99 times out of 100, you could probably go there. I'm not kidding. That is how huge this game is. And I can't wait to explore it with you guys. As I said when we were on the title screen, this is a game that I have been waiting since the very beginning to play. And for no other reason than this, when the channel first started, was my favorite game of all time. I'm not joking. This is my favorite game out there. It only just recently got replaced. And I've been playing this game for, let's see, 9 years? Just about? Yeah. Pretty crazy to think about. But anyway, looks like we're just about back at the colony. And speaking of which, welcome to Colony 9.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
Alright, now that Ryan has left the party, we can visit the shops. You could have seen that coming. And we can sell our stuff. In addition, we now have access to side quests. Yes, the big bulk of Xenoblade Chronicles. We can talk to any NPC, and any NPC that we see that has an exclamation mark by them, like you right over here, Marcia, they will have a side quest for you to accept. I don't want to talk to you just yet, but do note that we will be tackling every side quest in this game. Also, for those of you who had Hawkeyes, for discovering a new area, you are rewarded with experience. This game rewards you for being a big explorer. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of the stuff that we just got. And yeah, even the item menus in this game are really nice. You can just come in here and just mash until you can't anymore. You can just use the ZL and ZR buttons, and we are pretty much done here. I don't want to sell any of my collectibles, but just know we can do that. We're just gonna sell all our stuff. Art manuals, we don't have any of those yet. And yeah, buying items is also pretty easy. We have drivers, which we can't really use. Pikes and garters, these are all weapons for Rhine. Defense knives, yeah, we don't really have anything for those yet. On the far right, you can see our stats. If it has a blue icon, it's going to be a good one. If it is red, it's going to be bad. And wow, that's really bad. Really bad. Yeah, like the 9 cap is just straight up the best we can get. As for our tops, our torso equipment, yeah, the 9 top might not be a great idea, whereas the parlor jacket for right now would. It also, going over equipments, if it has a blue outline with an S on it, this is a slotted equipment. This doesn't really play into anything right now because we don't really have anything to use it with. And if it is purple with a U, that is a unique piece of equipment, meaning it will come with a specific gem. In this particular case, an HP up 2 gem, which will grant us extra HP, but we don't exactly have the money for it, and this is a bikini top, meaning Shulk can't wear it. Yeah. We'll go into those types of equipments later. Here we got art books. We got Bone Upper, Slit Edge, Hammer Beat, Wild Down, Backslash. 2 of these arts we are very familiar with, even, well, by this point. The others, yeah, no. And now, we have Sonia here. Why don't we go ahead and, well, talk to you. My good-for-nothing son broke something very dear to me. It was all I had to remember my husband by, and now it's gone. He passed away a mere year ago. Oh, he's such a spoiled little boy. View relationships with the affinity chart. Talking to the named residents on an area will register them on the affinity chart, which will show the relationships between the party members and as well as the residents. And yeah, we gotta level up just for that. Yeah, we are gonna be rolling around in experience. Anyway, we're gonna start accepting our, first batch of side quests. Collection quests. Collect 2 rabbit diodes in Colony 9. Collection quests are a specific form of quest that will basically have us go after collectibles. So in other words, our blue item orbs. We can also view our quests in the quest log. We'll go into that a little bit later. Actually, no, I'll just do that now. Our quest log is right here. And here's our first quest. The rabbit diodes. Side quests can be viewed on the map. Yeah. Any of these white exclamation points are already on our map for us to go for. I'm just going to have the map, highlighted at the top right. Just because I already know where a good handful of these side quests already are. And there's really no reason to go after that. Challenge quests. Defeat Verdant Blukel near Anti-Air Battery 1. Yeah, challenge quests are amongst the tougher ones. These will essentially have us going after, like, mini-boss type enemies. Yeah, pretty damn tough, if you ask me, especially at our levels. Oh, good gracious, you won't believe what a silly fool I am. I've lost something I really need. Will you help me find it? The key! Very generic. Search quests are having us find oddly specific items that are found around on the HUD, or in the map. In this case, a key. Wonderful. And welcome to Gen Men's stall. And hello, more side quests. Yeah, this guy is going to have a boatload of quests. Monster quests. These will have us going after oddly specific enemies on the map. And all we have to do is just kill them, and that is the quest. Now, going into the actual side quests in general, as this guy just keeps giving us more and more. Side quests are... Some of them, depending on the type of quests, you will get experience for them. Usually, collection and search quests will give you experience, whereas material and monster quests will not. And that's usually because the material and the monster quests will have you fighting enemies. And the experience that you will get for those quests are awarded with the enemies that you killed. Anyway, now that we've reached the Central Plaza, we are pretty much good to move on. We are, well, right near our designated destination. Let's head on. Well, before that, let's get another tutorial. Discovering landmarks. The colony features landmarks, important locations. If you find all the landmarks and locations in an area, you open the complete area map. Yes. That is actually something that I skipped over on my first playthrough, but we'll get into that way later down the road.
You idiots! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds. I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine, they win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then. Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve.
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers.
Same old Colonel.
At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
Okay, that was actually pretty funny. Vanguard is one of the most hilarious characters I've ever experienced in a Xenoblade game. Anyway, more side quests. Yeah, we're not even at the lab yet, and we already get more of these side quests. Oh, you have more for me. Hold up. The baby Armu. Wow, you want me to go kill a child? You are a bad man. Anyway, I want to come over here right around where Vanguard was chewing these guys out. In fact, let's talk to the Colonel. Put your backs into it! Get a move on, you maggots! What do you guys have to say? I actually never talked to these guys, so I'm actually really invested in what you guys have to say. They're like fearing for their lives. Anyway, over here, yeah, we can actually see Rhine over there, you know, working out with the remainder of the soldiers. Pretty neat touch. And yeah, that's a lot that you can kind of expect out of this game, is that during certain points in the story, some characters will be off, you know, like doing something in like certain areas. Really neat, actually. Didn't mean to tap the mic. The Weapon Development Lab, we are here. A Colony 9 resident? Why don't we talk to you? Me ran out of materials for my research, but too busy to get more. Friends maybe go get for me? This guy is our first example of a Nopon. You might look at these guys and you might get the idea of like, these guys are like pets of the Homs and stuff like that. No. They are their own sentient beings. They are completely independent, and they even have their own speaking dialects, which it can be contagious from time to time, as we are gonna find out. Anyway, let's head on in.
All right, Shulk. How are you?
Dixon! When did you get back to Colony 9?
Just now. I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research has been going well. I made the right choice leaving you in charge.
Your research notes really helped.
So, you can activate it now then.
Well, anyone can activate it. The problem is controlling it.
Yeah, for everyone except him.
Yes. If anyone other than Dunban were able to control the Monado, we could surpass any military force in the world.
You think so? What are these hidden functions you mention?
It's still only conjecture, but it's starting to look like the Monado might be something far more significant than just a weapon for defeating Mechon.
I see. And the evidence to support your theory?
It's the symbol that appears in the center when it's activated. What I know is, the central piece is made from multi-layered glass. The symbol appears on the top layer, and each layer is constructed differently.
So it's possible that other symbols could appear on different layers.
Which means...
the Monado might conceal even more power. Am I right?
if we could just unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Prioritize the most severely injured! Come on, get a move on!
Dunban!
Don't look like that. I haven't come yet. Oh. Shulk. Oh. It was the Monado. It was controlling me. Even so, it saved us. Saved our future. Next, it will be up to you.
Dunban.
Well, I better get the supplies delivered to the defense force. I'll drop round the HQ and see how they're getting on.
Okay then. I'll see you later.
Shulk, you're spending too much time in the lab. Either that or rummaging for junk in the scrapyard. It ain't healthy for a kid your age. That's why you're always looking so pasty. You should get out, get some fresh air once in a while. All right, I'm off.
Dunban, are you awake yet?
Is it time to eat already? You didn't have to bring it yourself. You could have just called me.
Don't be silly. Do you want me to feed you?
Don't treat me like an invalid. I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. I really thought I lost you back then.
Yes, but now I'm almost well enough to handle the Monado again.
Dunban, don't say that. The Mechon have gone now. Oh, why would you say that?
I just mean I'm prepared. Sorry.
Okay. More importantly, eat up before it gets cold. I made something really special today.
Don't feel like you need to stay here then, Fiora. Go and make your next delivery.
Huh?
Well, I'm sure you'd like Shulk to try some while it's still hot.
That's okay. Shulk has no sense of taste. He'll say it's delicious even if it's stone cold.
In which case, today he would actually mean it.
Maybe.
I'm fine, Fiora. Off you go.
Okay. Dunban, thanks.
I'm not finished yet. I have to be prepared to use the Monado again.
Alrighty. Now that we have that, we have our new tutorial, story quests. These have to be completed before moving on with the story.
Hey, Fiora.
Dixon,
Looks like you're in a hurry. Where are you off to?
I just thought I'd take Shulk some food. I'm on my way to the lab.
Shulk's not there right now.
Really?
I just sent him out to get some fresh air. You know where he'll have gone.
Outlet Park.
That's the one.
Okay. Thanks, Dixon.
Alright, so with that, we are now in control of a new party member, Fiora. Dunban's little sister whose first order of business is delivering food for someone. Yeah, let's not get into stereotypes much. Anyway, as for how Fiora plays, she is essentially a weaker version of Shulk. Her first art, Power Smash, attack from behind to deal additional damage. Sound familiar? It is quite literally just backslash. Her next art, Screw Edge, inflicts break. So yeah, we just have an art that just straight up inflicts break. And Butterfly Step, her talent art, is a 4-hit combo that deals massive, massive damage. So, who likes it being a little darker out, huh? Well, now we can actually move on a little bit. I actually want to get some fighting going on here because why not show Fiora off a little, right? I mean, we did the same thing with Shulk and Rhine. Well, more so Shulk than Rhine. And that enemy almost completely obliterated me. Damn. Sheesh. I guess... honestly, nah. No, let's move on. It doesn't take much to go really over these characters right now, and, well, our story objective is literally right here. Like, I could you not. Right here is our quest objective. So, let's go on ahead and head up these really long steps. And say hello.
The Monado. It's the only sword that's effective against the Mechon armor. They say that before time began, it was wielded by the Bionis. The same Bionis that we all live on. It must have a secret. That's how Dunban was able to destroy so many Mechon. And why he lost the use of his right arm. If I can just unlock the secret of its power.
Shulk!
Fiora! This is great. It tastes so good.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh, Shulk, you say that every day.
Not quite. It's always delicious, but today it's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I used some special herbs and spices today. So if you said it was just the same as usual, I'd know for sure you had no sense of taste.
What?
Oh, nothing. Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah, it's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Huh? The debris siren.
Strange. There hasn't been much falling lately.
There might be more on the way. The anti-air batteries can't protect us out here. Let's get back to the lab.
Okay.
And with Shulk still in our party. Cool. We now have some new functions. We can now switch the party leader. We now have access to heart-to-hearts. And Shulk got a level up, as well as learned a new art that we're probably not going to be able to show off for a bit. So, heart-to-hearts. New concept, right? Yeah. Let's go on ahead and view it, shall we? View the details of a heart-to-heart. Sure. Why not? Sunrise in the park. What a lucky time, right? Totally not a coincidence. Hey, Shulk. Remember the time we watched the sunrise right here? It was when we were quite young. Yeah, I remember. We came because I invited you. You don't remember, do you? And since when have you ever invited me to do anything? Oh, I could have sworn that was what happened. No, silly. I had a big fight with Dunban and ran out of the house. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now. If I'm remembering right, you wanted to marry me! Shulk, I can't believe you. Okay, I might have said some stuff about wanting to be your bride, but you promised you'd forget about it. I'm sorry, Fiora, I couldn't resist. I mean, if I'm honest, I quite like the idea of you being my bride. Shulk, don't get any funny ideas in your head. I was just a kid. I barely even knew what a bride was. He still remembers. Oh, Shulk. Well, one thing I can say for certain, someone's having a terrible day, as proven by the achievement. Heartbreaking. Now then, I want to fight this little skeeter right here to show off this mechanic. This introduces us to a new concept called affinity. If we were to, you know, do this normally, we wouldn't exactly get that. Affinity in a battle can basically mean you getting more or less accuracy on your attacks. I'm not joking, it can be, you know, it's a huge concept. I say affinity, but what I think I really meant was tension, as, you know, seen by their portraits up there. If they feel like they're more like fired up and, you know, into the battle, the tension will be higher. And their attacks will hit a lot more. If it's less, that tends to not exactly mean anything good. We just insta-killed an enemy with Fiora's talent art. Yeah, I think we're pretty overpowered already. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, another thing to show off is that while, yes, we could, you know, just walk all the way back to the weapon development lab, we have our map right here, as well as our landmarks that we can, you know, view right here. And we can skip there. Fast travel is a thing in this game. Skip it is an achievement. You get this for using your first skip travel. We are going to be abusing this thing to death. But anyway, now that we are here, we can see Rhine all alone, and knowing how loud and bombastic he is, that's probably not a good thing. Let's investigate.
Rhine, what are you doing? Shulk, oh no, I'm just. Rhine!
Goodness.
Oh, Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's broken.
What? What do you mean it's broken? Don't you care about me? I could have died.
You're not hurt, are you? The Monado can't cut people. More importantly, what were you thinking, Rhine?
Sorry, I came to ask a favor, but you weren't here. And I saw the Monado and...
I know I'm here a lot, but even I need fresh air sometimes. Is your body still feeling numb? We have to be very careful with the Monado. It's not a toy.
I know, man. I just wanted to touch it. Didn't know it would do that. Sorry. But is it true? The Monado really can't cut people?
The pattern in that circle. Or maybe it's a symbol. I think it shows which power the Monado has at the moment.
You think it's a symbol?
Well, if I can find a way to increase the number of symbols, I should.
I'm sure that's all very clever. But why were you more worried about a machine than me, Shulk?
Well, I just explained why.
That's not the point.
Sorry.
Look at you, worthless without the Monado.
Until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
So, of course I want to get my revenge!
Your blade, it did not cut deep enough.
No!
Shulk! Shulk!
What on Bionis happened there?
Ryan. Fiora.
Are you okay? Does it hurt?
No. Ryan, when you held the Monado, did you see anything?
You know, like a blue blade made of light came out. Same as just now.
I don't mean that. A feeling like time had stopped, and then...
Time had stopped.
So, was it only me who saw that?
That sounds strange. Is it another Monado thing?
Who knows? Anyway, no matter how good a sword it is, that's what happens when you hold it. Looks like Dunban really is the only one who can use it.
I won't let my brother use it ever again. Not after what it did to him.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Anyway, the point is I'm fine. To be honest, this has happened a few times before. I've been researching the Monado for a long time.
Shulk, don't act as if this is nothing.
Look, don't worry about it. Anyway, Ryan, what did you want to ask me about?
Oh, yeah, old Squaretash has gone and put me on punishment duty. Fancy tagging along?
Punishment? The Colonel was pretty angry today. Did he hit you?
Well, whether he hit me is neither here nor there, really. Although, actually, he did end up hitting me. And that ain't all. He made me do 1,000 squats and sit-ups.
Whoa, nasty.
Yeah, and now I have to go all the way to the Magmel ruins and back.
So you have to go and collect the ether cylinders?
That's the one. They're used to power the mobile artillery. Looks like the damage has been repaired. They can't move without the ether energy. And it seems like the fueling station's all out of stock.
Is the mobile artillery that big machine that crashed in the residential district?
Yeah, probably.
You know your way around there, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah, knew you would.
Hold on. The Magmel ruins are in Tephra Cave, right? I heard that there's a Mel lizard nest there. I couldn't take it if anything happened to Shulk. He's delicate. Not like you, Ryan.
What are you on about?
I'll be fine. I can take care of myself.
But...
Okay, I got it. I'll make you a promise. Shulk won't even get a scratch.
a promise doesn't mean much coming from you.
She don't trust me at all.
Nah, she doesn't mean it.
And well, we can now view the arts, and they can now be leveled up. We can also now learn skills. But we'll be taking care of those next time. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles. I think we're gonna go ahead and get some of those side quests done in preparations for the yet potential Mel lizard nest that Fiora was talking about. In addition, we may as well do that just so you know, see if we can improve on Fiora's day. See you guys then.